Click.
Click.
Yeah.
Click, click, click.
Click, click.
Welcome to episode number
4.
4? 4.
Yeah.
4. Yeah, so we're back.
4.
And it's daytime, which is...
Novel.
Yeah, so we're recording this one quite early on a Sunday morning because needs must as the devil drives.
It's
and...
25 to 12.
Well, okay. We intended to start earlier, but got... Yeah. Pretty big. But yeah, so we're back. We're back to talk some more bollocks at you. This week we're not sure where we're going with this one.
Nah,
we're just gonna amble and talk about what's been going on. I mean, I
think it was Friday. I was like, oh, I'm available Sunday morning. You're like, yeah, we'll go for it.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to get another one out there after doing the last one with Ian, which was great fun.
Really fun.
Yeah. It was really good to have Ian on. We're thinking we'll probably go down the guesting route a bit more often, probably, but not like every other week. Well, we're going to try and...
Speaking to Mark actually last night, he said he might be up for it.
Oh, yeah, sweet. It'd be really cool to have Mark on, actually.
Very opinionated.
Yeah, we'd probably have to cut... I think that would be the first time I'd have to actually edit someone.
Possibly not edit, but... something that
disclaimer, at least.
Yeah, so we do a little bit, but not so much as we used to, is talk over each other. I noticed we did a little bit of it at the start last week.
Yeah, I think again that's something that's going to come with time.
Yeah, but Mark will do that.
Yeah, anyway. Completely.
So it's just how we are.
Yeah,
how Mark is.
So what's new this week then? New week in vaping. My VT fucking 200 died a second time.
Boom.
Yeah, so
this one didn't almost set fire to the entire house.
Oh no, it did. It heated up as well. Yeah. So those of you that don't know, I have a H-Cigar VT200 which I bought from Constructive Vapes. Had 2 now. Yeah. First one I had for less than a month and it went pop. Not sure what was wrong with it. It just stopped working, ceased to function. Looks like a problem with the lipo, most likely, because the device just started heating up like an absolute motherfucker.
Either the lipo or the power control bridge.
One of the two. I mean, so okay. Just a slight disclaimer. I'm going to be moving around probably a lot more than usual this time. So apologies for any kind of background noise and movement of the audio. I've got a really fucked back, like majorly fucked. It's like a couple of discs have gone in my lower back. I'm even walking with a cane again at this point.
Yeah,
fun times. But yeah, so that's just a little. I apologise for my constant movement throughout, but I need to just make sure that I'm minimising the pain.
Yeah. I think the cane thing's a little bit because you're.
No, it genuinely helps. It genuinely helps. But I had to get like a flash one.
What's the reason for the fedora? And the neck beard. You have nothing but a neck beard. You have more than neck. You have face beard.
I have.
You should. Oh man, if you shaved and then just had nothing but neck beard, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but I'm never going to do that.
You'd look like such a cellar dwelling, like internet troll.
No.
I live in my mother's basement.
But yeah, so I was talking about my VT200. So the first one I had, it went pop. The lipo started heating up rapidly. Now, like I say, I bought this from Constructive Vape, and Keith over there has been like just a true fucking legend. So first time, he took it back, replaced it, no questions. Couldn't figure out what the fault was, but when I've gone back to him this time, so he's actually been having problems with H-Cigar dealing with them as a vendor. They've refused to take back any more faulty devices from him. Wow. Which says that they're getting a lot back. So buyers be warned, the VT200 has some issues, man. It just doesn't. They're just dying. But now this is where Keith is such a fucking legend. So after I contacted him, I wanted to let him know. Basically, I knew it was kind of like it'd been another couple of months, so it wasn't going to be any kind of warrant. Like I couldn't have returned it to him. But I wanted to let him know because I wanted to see if he'd been having more problems and just to kind of give him an update and let him know it's happened again. And that's when he told me that H-Cigar have stopped taking board devices back. And it's just like, fuck me, that's ridiculous. But he was saying, so basically, because he's got a really good relationship with Evolve, the people that make the DNA 200 board, they've been they've been fixing the board parts, so he's been disassembling them, sending the boards back, getting replacement boards, and making refurb models. Now he's done that with mine. He's actually like, I said I was going to contact H Cigar, and like after the day after that, he said I can't. He actually emailed me. He said, "Well, I can't sleep at night with the thought of you having to send it to H Cigar. Send it to me, and I'll see what I can do with it." And he said, "If I can't fix it, I'll send you one of my refurb models."
Nice.
He's fixed it. He's testing it this weekend, and he's shipping it back to me on Monday. So, like, Keith, thank you so fucking much. You are absolute star.
Juice. He's just been vaping it hard all weekend.
But no, he's such an absolute star. I mean, no reason to do that.
I'm literally just taking the piss here.
No,
I don't think he would actually.
I know. But yeah, I was just like, I was absolutely blown away. But the one thing he has said, he's been using the so H Cigar brought out the VT133, which is a dual 18650 variant of the VT, and he's said that's not had any of the faults. He's been using his since he received the pre-production model, I think, and I assume it is anyway, unless he just kind of took one out of the stock. I don't know. I would assume suppliers get to try shit before they stock it.
Yeah, sometimes, but I guess you're buying all that stock in anyway, so technically it's all your problem.
Well, yeah, no, I get that,
So,
but I'm
if he hasn't had it provided free as a sample, then it's going to be like, it's from my stock, I'm paying cost for it.
Yeah, I suppose. But either way, he said that that's not. And this is the one thing I find myself now wanting an 18650 DNA 200 device. I'm thinking like if so I have also the eFusion DNA 200, which I found a new love for because this thing's been fucking rock solid. I've not had a fault with it.
No, you've had that longer than you had the.
Well, no, I got the VT 200.
Oh, you got that as the replacement.
This was the replacement for the DT 200, but it's outlasted the replacement of the VT 200. So, yeah, this thing's rock solid, built like a brick shit house. I think
it's probably a combination of like cheap lipos and poor connections on the other ones. Especially if it's been blowing the board, and then that's causing the lipo to go.
Yeah, well, Keith said that he'd been getting a lot back with the fuses had gone on them. So yeah, it does suggest that it's lipos / connections that are being complete shite.
Cheap ass lipo.
Yeah, I don't know what lipo they are. It's it's a 1300 mAh. 1300 mAh. I think it comes out to 13.3 watt-hour lipo. Which, it's kind of middling for the lipos. Yeah. There is one DNA 200 device with a kick-ass lipo that I've heard good things about, which is the Panzer mod. It's got a 4500 mAh lipo. It's like 90 quid on Fastech. And the thing I like about it is it's got a center-mounted 510 connector, so it's like in the middle. I kind of like that.
See, I quite like the off-center, but I mean, using the smock with the screen there, it seemed retarded to have the screen on the very end of it and then that in the middle.
Yeah.
And but I'm also having vaping woes this week, as we discovered when I turned up.
Oh god, yeah, that sucks.
Currently on my X-Cube, I'm running my Vector RDA, courtesy of Kyle. Yay! But basically got here and it's like, yeah, been a bit of a problem with the top seal on my smock. And as I was looking there, I was pressed down on the what's it?
Glass.
The glass. Yeah.
The glass.
Ring on the back. Ring around the glass.
Not glass.
Ring around the glass. I was like, that's very juicy. Take it off. Massive fucking crack and hole in it. I was like, oh, that's why it's been pissing juice everywhere. I'm thinking, because I was noticing the top seal was being a bit dodgy anyway, and that was leaking a little bit. But it's like,
yeah,
I explained it. So that's currently been taken apart. My spare glass is at home, irritatingly.
Yeah.
So I've had to resort to the backup, which is my ancient IE30 with Kanga sub-tank on it, which is still very good, but when you're used to using the X-Cube and the TFE4, which is a beautiful fucking tank.
Oh yeah. Especially like I really want to try the new coil RDA section they brought out for it. The triple.
Oh, the triple coil. Yeah. It's really, really odd head.
It's very odd. I think it might not be as hard to build on as it at first appears because the leads basically it builds like a Kanga. The leads just go opposite. You got one going down, one going up. So you just build it like that and then slot it into place. And I imagine it wouldn't be too bad. And the thing is, it traps under the screws as well, so you can do things like Clapton's. It'll be good for TC builds as well. Although, can you imagine trying to get nickel build in there?
I think it was on the UK e-cig store. I was looking just for the because obviously the
TFE4, they've had that flash sale on as well recently.
The TFE4 has a massive selection array of coils, and for £40 you can get a box set which has one of every single coil.
Oh wow,
including the RCA, the RBA2.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if it comes with RBA3 or whether it's got the one of the ones with the max airflow.
Oh yeah.
It might have the RBA1 with max airflow.
Okay.
But it's basically a set, and it's got all the
what are the max airflow ones? I've not seen those.
Basically, you know how it's got the 4 holes on the bottom. The max airflow is basically 2 bits coming down, flat plate on the bottom, then just airflow underneath.
Ah, like with the RCA deck.
Yeah,
the
RCA deck.
They
do that on actually some of the pre-built cores, and now they've got max airflow.
Oh, nice.
I think it's on their TC ones because they've got the triple in the quads, which you come with the TFE4.
Yeah,
it has the sextuple in there. It has the.
They've done an octuple as well now, haven't they?
Yeah, because it's the quad wrapped in parallel. Actually, no, because the quad's a double stack in parallel.
Yeah.
I think the 8 one is actually the quad Clapton.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so they've got the quad Clapton, which is fucking insane.
Yeah. The only time I've ever done quad builds, like I did a quad build in my in my first RDA, which is the Velocity. I did a quad Nano Dragon, which technically isn't a Nano Dragon because there's 4 coils, but it was the same principle. So I had 4 coils kind of horizontal on top of each other, like nano coils basically.
Yeah.
And the most intricate wicking method, that basically just wick them on the outside and kind of. It was like a nice, beautiful origami pattern interwoven in between the coils. It's quite cool. Yeah, although the one thing I found, I couldn't get the wicking quite right because it'd constantly the top coil would dry out, so I'd just get burnt hit. It was alright if you freshly dripped, but yeah, beyond that, it wasn't great. It was an experiment though. Fuck it.
Oh,
yeah, you gotta try.
Exactly, it's trial and error basically.
Yeah. Well, especially for me, I've still not got around to buying. I wanted to buy a workbench, so I could because I say a workbench, I mean desk mounted device. Yeah, or a desk device, so I can. I really want to make a frame staple Clapton. For those that you don't know, frame staple Clapton is I think it's like 5 or 6 strands of ribbon wire, like sandwiched together in between 2 strands of 26 gauge, like nichrome or Canthol, whatever you want, then wrapped with either 32 or 36 gauge to bring it all together.
What I think we should do at that point is perhaps about both. Yeah. Let's just put a link to someone's video building one.
I'll stick it in the chat. I'll stick it in the notes.
Yeah, in the notes.
Episode notes. Pointing. Yeah, I know you pointed. Like, I don't like sticking links in annotations because I fucking hate annotations in videos.
Yeah. What you should have is like
the only good annotations in YouTube videos are comedy annotations. Yeah, or functional is like, oh, I fucked this up by the way.
Whereas I love the videos you go onto and it's just like, check this video out, check this one. Like, I've just started watching this one. Stop trying to tell me to watch things.
Yeah.
If you want to do annotations, do like a lot of the bigger the channels do, which is like at the end, actually have videos within your video, which then the annotation sits on top of. Going, go here for this one, this and this one. Not don't have a big red box.
Oh, it's so bad, isn't it?
I don't mind it with like it's like Yogscast series is when they have previous.
Oh yeah, but they're only there for a short period as well.
They're for a short period of time. And they're perfect because it's like sometimes, actually, you already watched this one. Like, actually, what they're talking about at the start of this, I haven't seen the one previous. Click.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. Whereas advertising every single one of your own videos throughout the entirety of one of your videos,
it just pisses people off, man. It's the same. It's the same kind of thing of when you go into a shop and someone comes up to you and is like, "Can I help at all?" It's like, fucking, I've just walked in. Will you just please fuck up? Like, I feel bad for people in shops that do that because I've worked in shops and you have to do that. You're told to do that.
When I was working in retail, we had there was the golden rules, which was within 30 seconds of someone walking in the shop, they have to be greeted. So you just say hello.
Yeah.
Boom. As soon as 30 seconds on the shop, you say hello. Then within 5 minutes, you approach them and ask, "Are you all right there?"
Yeah.
But I was working in more of a skate shop, so you'd gauge it by the customer.
Yeah,
You
completely.
look if it was like just young kid just having a look around, you'd give them a bit longer, just go, "Go for anything particular at all, or whatever."
Yeah.
Or if the best one was like just before Christmas when you get the confused parent coming in to buy presents. It's like, I know they like stuff from here, but what? Like, is it gonna help at all? Oh yes, actually. And then they read off this list. It's like, what they're after is like, what's the things they into? They're like this. Right, what's your budget? And then recommend shit.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, I'm not, like there is a place for like the helpful shop assistant. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there isn't, but okay. So I used to work for Virgin Media in the kind of phone shops, so like fucking phone retail.
He was the devil.
Oh mate, it's the worst. And they because we get mystery shopped, which is someone with
that Nutella.
knock yourself out, mate.
Apologies.
Apologies.
Sorry, we're just refilling at the moment.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I was saying, I used to work for Virgin Media, and it was so you get mystery shopped, which is basically they send someone in with a fucking hidden video camera, and record your shop. And there were certain key points, like so you had to get up to them and ask them what they were after, kind of thing, within the first kind of 30 seconds of them getting in the shop. And it was ridiculous. There was key points, so you had to make sure you demonstrated the TV services to them. You had to make sure that you tried to upsell them to a mobile phone contract if they were taking TV services, or ask them if they had the TV services and stuff when they were, try them to bolt on broadband, try and bolt on. You had to hit so many criteria. It was fucking ridiculous because it made sale, because you never knew when a mystery shop was, and a mystery shop score, if you got a bad one, man, you could get, proper fucked. You had to treat every customer as if they were a mystery shopper, and that was kind of the intention, but it just made sales feel so inorganic and so fucking forced, and it's like, people don't want that. People just want you to talk to them like fucking people.
Yeah. Whereas, I've been mystery shopped once, and that's when I was working at Black's up in Durham.
Yeah.
Because I worked for that company in different capacities for 5 years, so I knew all of their sales pattern, what they look for in service.
Yeah.
And I was working as a supervisor up in the store in Durham, and boom, I get the mystery shopper. I don't know if I think the store shut down now, but I know last time I asked them was a few years ago, and I still hold the record for mystery shopper.
Nice.
Was it we lost?
Nice.
4% in total we lost off of it. One of which was there was something missing from the store's window, and the other one was apparently I didn't explain the 30-day money back, or the 30-day returns policy.
Okay.
But it's
the amount of shit
96% on a fucking mystery shop.
To be fair, I when I got mystery shopped, I could you can kind of tell, you get a sixth sense about it. And the one time I got mystery shopped, I got near enough full marks. But I was a fucking I hated it, but I was a good salesman.
Yeah,
I think you need the gift of the gab. Definitely need the gift of the gab.
So I think the best sale I've ever made was working when I was at the Free Spirit store. I had one guy who came in.
Oh wow! Sorry. Try that. So I'm, as you guys probably know, I'm making juices, and that's a strawberry milkshake that I've been working on. I just got fresh strawberry from the rebranded range on Chef's Vapor, and added a few drops to what was my normal strawberry milkshake, and it just lifts it a little bit. Oh yeah, really fucking nice now. Really nice. I've been playing around with this for a while, trying to perfect it.
See, one thing I really want to do is now you've got the Nutella and you've got some strawberry stuff. One of the things I used to love for breakfast, when I ate breakfast, toast, hazelnut chocolate spread, or Nutella for a brand name, and then strawberry jam on top of that.
Interesting.
Oh man, it's fucking amazing.
See, I like cream cheese. I used to have cream cheese on toast with strawberry jam.
See, but you think when you dip, you can do strawberries dipped in chocolate, and that's delicious.
Yeah.
Right, now imagine that on toast. A
bit
of hazelnut.
I can kind of see it.
A hot bit of toast, so you got the chocolate spread's melting a little bit.
Butter?
No, very nice.
See, I love. See, one of my favourite things about Nutella is having it with lashings of butter and having the butter melt into the Nutella.
See, I'm not actually a huge fan of butter. I tend not to put, if I make sandwiches for myself, I don't use butter on them.
What? I don't even understand what you're saying.
No, I'll use like.
I mean, I'm northern, so butter. I like literally inject it into my veins.
We put butter into our butter to make it more buttery.
Well, fucking pie butter, right? Pie butter.
I really want to try coffee with butter. Apparently, that's really fucking nice. Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, I know, but so I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and they're talking about butter coffee, which basically just sounds like they're just chucking a knob of butter into a coffee pot. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into what it actually is doing, but on the sounds of it, they are literally putting butter into coffee.
That sounds really fucking wrong.
Yeah, but
like,
kind of
really
want to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
He's unsalted butter because that'd probably be pretty fucking rank. But
we've kind of really digressed off topic again.
Yeah, but that's what we do.
Well, it is. Oh yeah, there's one thing I wanted to mention. So you notice if you were watching the video and not listening to the audio, like an absolute maniac. Because why would you watch the video when there's look at our faces? Yeah. But I've kind of reduced the size of the video and we put a graphic behind it this time. Yay. Just because we noticed the quality is. I'm kind of upscaling it a lot, and the webcam that we're using is shit and can't cope. So I figured by downscaling the actual size of the video, it might make it a little bit better. Obviously, the lighting's a bit weird because it's just daylight as well.
Yeah. But usually, the most light from outside is the street light, which is over the other side of the road and just causing a slight orange glow from the distance.
Yeah.
So the lights we have is basically a giant lamp that's usually sitting about here, which isn't here at the moment because we don't need it.
Nope.
And then all the salt lamps, which are in a little bit next to Kyle. Which
so we generally come out very fucking. We're basically Essex at that point.
Yeah, where it's just like Dave Dickinson levels of spray tan.
Yeah.
Like Dale Winton over there, and I'm David Dickinson.
Why do I have to be Dale Winton?
You like to put fags out in the pool?
Whoa.
As in cigarettes. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna take our first little break about now. When we come back, I've got I want to talk about a couple of the new tanks and RDAs that I've been using. So I just picked up the Griffin RTA, which wow, and also the Hellboy RDA. I've not tried the Vortis out yet, but yeah, I've just not got around to it.
Have you got a coil in it? Or
no, nothing yet. No.
Say you should better building it, just rack it onto something, but.
No, it's
you haven't got a building. It's like if I'm around it, like you seem to be crouched over them with a fucking drum.
Well, see, I can't. My back, because my back, I've got to be careful. I've got to rest it up. So, having a bad back sucks. So
regular building it. Well, don't have to do anything fucking fancy.
But yeah, when we come back from break, we're going to. Talk a little bit about. I'm going to talk a little bit about my RTAs, RDAs. Talk a bit more about gaming because I've been playing Warframe a hell of a lot recently, which is great fun. Yeah. Bungle's just got a new gaming case for his rig.
It's fucking so big, so big.
Also,
I think my desk is too shallow.
And also,
it's gonna slide under.
We brought home a new family member. We got a new cat.
Kitty.
Yeah, my new cat Yuki. I'll post some pictures of her as well. But yeah, we're going to take a break because we're kind of ambling.
We need a top up.
I need a top up, and I'm going to be a little bit more out of it than usual because and probably a little bit less coherent, just because I'm taking really strong painkillers for my back.
It brings the Norman out in him.
Well, no, when I mean less coherent, I mean more kind of rambly off topic. Because, like I say, taking some very strong painkillers at the moment for my back. So, like codeine, like really lots of codeine. So, it does tend to make me a little bit more...
Ramble?
It's not even rambling. It's more choppy.
Well,
choppy.
Because the crazy
choppy.
Codeine is.
Yeah.
The way your body metabolizes it. Your body, when you take codeine, takes it in and processes it into morphine.
Yeah.
Which is just like, oh hi, I'm taking this painkiller. Yeah, it's like I know it's a mellow sort of opiate, but it's nothing like it. But no, it is. It's your body just producing the morphine from it, not you getting it straight. So
yeah,
you're still taking it.
Yeah, well,
I've been hooked on the shit for a while.
Oh yeah, I've
not anymore. A long time ago, I was actually addicted to codeine.
Yeah,
so I have to be very careful with it now. I've taken it a few times for various pains, but
I tend to try and only take it when my back is bad, like really bad. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna take a break and we'll be back in. about 12 seconds for you, I think.
If that.
Yeah. No comedy. Yeah.
Grip. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Transformers? No, maybe not.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's recording.
I always have to check these days.
Yes, we don't want to repeat that ever again.
We are back. And I'm just going to tighten my mic up. So, while I'm doing that, this is going to be really awkward. Talkie. See, now I'm actually pretty decent. Getting adept at this whole malarkey. So, yeah, we're back. And like I said, we've just taken a nice little break, listening to some music from... So, I started watching Ruby, RWBY.
Thank you, Rooster Teeth.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like I just randomly started watching it on Netflix, and my god, I fell in love like instantly. It's such a cool fucking Western anime. So for this, I did mention about it on one of the previous podcasts, and I was slightly mistaken in saying it was done for Crunchyroll. It's not. It's a Rooster Teeth production.
Yes.
So it's all on roosterteeth.com and YouTube, and it's great. It's
also on Crunchyroll because it is available.
It is. Yeah, it is.
3 different mediums.
Yeah, it is on Crunchyroll as well, I think. But because they do thank them in the credits, and that's one of the reasons I got confused. That's where the confusion came from. But yeah, it's a cool. Like everyone's not into who's into anime and hasn't checked it out, you should. It's really cool. It's about 4 girls training to be huntresses. Like it's. Anime setup.
Watch it, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier, but it's got a really interesting art style. It's kind of CGI, very simplistic, but quite striking. It can be a little bit jarring, I think, if you're not used to it.
It goes to all the generic anime tropes.
Yeah, but it's very self-aware of it.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's very self-aware of those. So it knows it's like, boom, yeah, that's this. What else did you expect? And it's got a lot of the sort of generic sort of stories you expect.
Yeah,
so,
it's
the one I saw. A little bit spoiler alert. Jack and that lass. That was blatant. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you first encounter the two of them, it's just like, well, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, completely. I mean, like it's not trying to break new ground and be anything amazingly different, but it's the thing that strikes me about it is because it's a Western anime. It's got a lot of Western influence, especially in the humor.
Yeah,
and it's really on point. The humor in that show is fantastic.
Yeah, it's very few animes I've found have done humor very well. I mean, my favourite of all time, and it's probably in my mind probably one of the best in regards to the humor in it. Great Teacher Onizuka.
Yeah,
the humor in that show is on point. And it's how it's not. It's like quite a large amount of episodes for the show.
Yeah,
but it goes to a point, and it doesn't always just like recycle the same old hash jokes. And occasionally, it'll throw in the odd serious storyline, where it's like, right, you are actually watching this guy grow and develop alongside his students.
Well, I think that's a really good thing that a lot of anime does. Is it does actually give you a really deep story.
Yeah.
I mean, like, one of my favourite animes of all time is Ghost in the Shell. Like, I love the films, don't get me wrong, like, Innocence and the first film, great.
Yeah.
But the TV series, Standalone
I've never
Complex...
watched Standalone Complex. I've
it's
watched
so
both
good.
of the films. I absolutely loved the first film.
The second
film, it's not too memorable for me. I can't.
I think it's very different, and it's very... It's a little arty-farty.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. It's a visual masterpiece. It's absolutely stunning, and the storyline is actually really intricate, really quite detailed. It's quite tricky to follow, especially if you watch it a little bit bait.
I think that's the problem. Because it was when I was at uni that I watched a lot of these, and at uni we'd get very, very, very chonged, and then watch anime. It's like
yeah.
In our first year, we watched Gundam Wing in its entirety.
See, I want to like Gundam, but it's just so many variants of Gundam. It's just like you just need to pick one and watch it.
I reckon seriously, the one I've watched a few of them now, and the one that I always love and still watch, and will occasionally just watch a random episode, Gundam Wing.
Yeah. I remember that being on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's where I first started watching it. I tried watching like Gundam Zero and stuff like that, like Gundam Double Zero and stuff, and it was good, but the story in Gundam Wing is just amazing. How it's just like these are 5 kids from the colonies in space, been trained completely individually, separately and the mechs have been built by scientists individually on these things to these guys' strengths. Only people who are in contact with each other are the scientists.
Yeah.
The other guys know there might be other people about, but don't know who they are or anything like that. It's just a really awesome premise.
Yeah, I need to give it another shot, to be honest. But I mean, talking about detailed storyline, I recently rewatched Pat Labor 2.
Long time since I watched Pat Labor.
Oh, Pat Labor, man. Pat Labor, I'm not the biggest fan of the first one. I think it didn't date as well, but the second one, it's the political intrigue and the storyline in that is fucking fantastic. It's a really slow-paced movie, but the actual depth of it and what's actually at first glance when you think anime, you think flashy, rah, but this isn't. This is like political drama and subterfuge, and it's really like to someone who has only seen like one style of anime, and then to watch that, it might even come across a bit dull, but it's not. You have to just pay attention to the storyline that's unfolding. It's fantastic. I like that, and I mean, as you can probably tell from the big thing, I'm a big Harui fan. I just love my anime.
He's an otaku.
Not quite that bad.
Well, people can't see what I'm looking at directly on their mantelpiece. Is do you have figurine?
It's Asuna from Sword Art Online. Yes, because I love Sword Art.
Thankfully, or at least I'm hoping. Oh, swords dropped.
Swords dropped.
That hasn't been
Sword Art Offline.
Tributed.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man, I've been on 4chan and there's been people who have jacked off onto their fucking. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I just really like it, and I got it for cheap. But I mean, I've got like a huge collection of anime sat behind me as well. So like, I've got a load of stuff on there that's US import, so stuff like Kitty Grade, Rosen Maiden Overture. Their first, so I've got the collector's box sets of all the Harui stuff, and the first one, that's actually US import because you just couldn't get it in the UK anymore. And also my Witch Hunter Robin is the US box set, and that thing is worth a fucking ton. So to get that brand new is 120 quid generally of anyone's money. I managed to find a second hand one which is not in the perfect condition for like 60. Yeah, it comes with tie pins.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, literally.
See, the one I'm looking over there, which again is an anime that I really love. ROD the T.
Oh fucking yes! I was one of the first animes that I like when I got back into anime when me and Ruth were living in Spain.
Yeah.
I used to watch it on Sci-Fi. That was my first exposure to anime. It was Sci-Fi midnight on weekends.
Well, at weekends in the morning, I used to watch Neon Genesis. And so, annoyingly, since it was early in the morning and I was a young kid, I can't really remember much about it.
Oh, there were a few on there they showed. There was a great film called Goku Midnight Eye, and it was it's such a badass anime. So it's about this private eye who takes a case and eventually ends up tries to hypnotize him. He stabs his own eye out to stop being hypnotized, and he gets rescued by this. His car goes off a bridge into the lake, into a river, and he gets rescued by this anonymous entity, this person who gives him a computer, like a supercomputer in a replacement eye, which has the ability to connect to any other computer in the world via satellites and technical Deus Ex Machinas. But yeah, he basically gets this supercomputer eye and a special cudgel that'll extend. He twists it and it extends as far as it needs to ever go, so he can use it to basically pole vault between skyscrapers, kind of thing. It's mental, but fucking, it's one of the. It's almost done in like a noir style. It's like proper moody, stylish anime. It's fucking really cool. That with what else did we watch on there? There was Moldiver, which was a TV show that they showed on there. Tenchi Muyo.
Ah, Tenchi Muyo.
Tenchi Muyo. I've got all of Tenchi Muyo. I've got all of Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi Universe, Tenchi Galaxy Police, all the different fucking continuities.
Oh god, what?
Because you've got the main continuity, which is Tenchi Muyo Ryooki.
Is that the one where it's the lad and he's got the sword?
The sword, and there's the alien princess and the alien. So you've got.
And
so it's Tenchi Ryooki, which is her spaceship, that's also the little bunny rabbit thing. Yeah. Sasami, who is the princess's younger sister with the big blue pigtails, and I can't remember what the princess is called from Tenchi Muyo. It begins with an A. Asuka? No, because that's Neon.
It's gone. But
no,
one thing I remember about that is...
That's going to bother the shit out of me.
The hand on that sword was very dodgy looking, and he used to stuff it out the front of his trousers.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it looked like he was basically running around with a huge fucking boner at all times.
Yeah, it's it's Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah.
But, I still love anime. And Rubies are really, really good. I think it's a good intro to anime as well. If you've never watched an anime before, you fancy giving it a try. It's good because it's Western, whereas it does follow a lot of the anime tropes, and it is quite clearly done in that Japanese anime style, and pays a lot of tribute to that. It takes a lot from its Western influence as well. So, it's a really nice mash of the two, and it's not too in your face anime.
No, it's almost a parody of itself.
Kind of, it has those elements to it, but and the soundtracks I love as well.
It's a parody and a tribute at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
You're going to do an anime and you're going to tribute it with this and then just go overly silly in certain little bits just to go, yeah, we know.
Well, I'm quite intrigued to watch the third volume now because apparently they're going to go a bit darker with it. Yeah, so, because it nearly didn't happen in the third volume, because Owen, the guy that makes it, he died.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he died not long ago, lost a battle to cancer. But the other guys, the co-creators, have taken on the writing, and they're going on with it, which is, I'm really glad, because it's too good not to.
Rip in peace, dude.
Yeah. Because he was the guy who he was like the lead on Red and Blue as well. Because he came up with the concept of Ruby by himself, and he pitched it to Rooster Teeth, and they were like, "Yeah, you can do it, but you have to finish season 10 of Red and Blue first." But it just became such a massive success. But anyway, that's less. Went on a complete spiel there.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be talking about.
I was gonna. Sorry,
your new tanks?
Yeah, I was gonna. Because I picked up a couple of new tanks and RDAs over the last few weeks. I think I might have had some of them in the last podcast, but we didn't really do that much vape talk.
No,
because we tried to. I mean, God bless he, and he did try to keep us on track, but we just went east.
Yeah, and then. Oh god, that's going to be a running joke.
Yeah,
for
pretty
the rest
much.
Of time.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Ian. So Ian said he's going to get. He wanted to get me a T-shirt, which was a king riding horse, leading his troops into battle, and it's just say over the top, "Right men, left to Wales," which is brilliant. But yeah, I picked up the Griffin RTA, and fucking brilliant. So it's the RTA that every other RTA with a velocity style deck should have been. So I picked up I've also got the Aromarizer RDTA and the OBS Creus with the velocity style, and this beats the pants off both of them. So I think the RDTA, the Aromarizer, has it's good. I don't know. It's got a bit, not better flavour, but maybe more dense flavour, depending on your build. I think that's because the size of the chamber and because of the way it wicks, it just tends to hold flavour better, I find. But its chamber is so small, it's hard to put any... Like, you can't really take advantage of the velocity-style deck that's in there. The OBS Prius has a similar kind of thing. It's great flavour. It's basically identical to the Griffin, except the Griffin has a bigger deck. And that makes the world of difference. Like, I've got a dual-fused Clapton in here at the moment. Dual-fused stainless steel spaced. Because I'm using it in TC. And it's... champ. Absolute champ. So, yeah, that, and I picked up the Hellboy RDA and the Vortis. And like I was saying before the ads, I've not put the Vortis in yet. I've not tried it. I'm intrigued by the airflow style of it. I'm not expecting amazing, but I picked them both up for a tenner a piece off a guy on Gumtree. So, and the Hellboy is absolutely fantastic. My only gripe with it, again, is the chamber's so small once you put the fucking AFC in. Like, I've made tiny coils and it's been catching right on the side, so... Oh, shit. But I've found the sweet spot now. I've found the sweet spot. It's like 2 mil is the biggest you... If you're doing a big build, like a fused Clapton, like, you can't go any bigger than 2 mil, and then you have to make sure it's, like, right up against the posts. Like, just millimetres, kind of.
Pretty brutal.
It works alright.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's just the outcome is good.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's got great airflow. And the metal drip tip that it comes with is major comfy. But yeah, so that's been kind of like the week in vape. I've been making some more new juices and whatnot. And I finally got the toolkit.
Yeah.
I picked up the Coiler Master V2 toolkit. Fucking thing's amazing. Although I left... So, yeah, I left my scissors at the LAN. And Lloyd can't find them. So that's one thing we have done in the interim. So we had a LAN party at our friend Lloydie Boy's house.
Yep.
It was great, really good fun. It was really good to finally meet Lloyd. So like this gaming group that we've got online, we've got about 40 of us in there, and I think I've met maybe 20.
Yeah, probably. I don't think we've got any because obviously Dave, Ian, Mark.
Yeah.
Martin.
Well, it's not listed everyone out, but I mean, I've not met Sam. I've not met. Obviously not met Arda, but
met Eo.
Yeah.
Twice
so
now.
3 times. Yeah, 3 times, and they're memorable.
Love you, Eo.
Yeah. So yeah, we did some interesting. Like, so we played some more Keep Talking and Nobody Explode, which we played after the last podcast.
Yes.
That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately struggle the hell with that. I can't do that. The Morse code. I just have no fucking clue how to do the Morse code.
Next time we play it, I'll have a go at the Morse code.
Yeah, definitely.
If we have ones with Morse code, then we'll have to like basically. Okay, right. I'm the diffuser.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it a try. I think, yeah, because like I say, Lloyd is the only one out of there, guys, that can do the Morse code. But so those of you who don't know, not Morse code.
Morse code.
Morse code, yeah, Morse code.
Before we had mobile phones and house phones and public phones
and
phones and basically decent radio.
Yeah,
the way you'd communicate was by Morse code, going. Yeah.
Are we still recording?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the breaking of the proverbial fourth wall there. Just I saw the screen flicker and I was like, oh shit, did it stop?
No, you just wanted to derail my train of thought because I was going off on code.
Maybe, but I forgot my train of thought now.
You're on about something to do with Keep Talking, but
what Keep Talking is. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It's a game where it's quite an interesting co-op game where you have to disarm a bomb. One person takes the role of the diffuser, like he's actually kind of sat there controlling the computer, looking at the bomb and doing the actual actions of disarming the bomb and so on. Whereas the other person is sat there with the manual for the bomb. And is instructing the person what to do. So you get like different modules, which are different puzzles, effectively you have to solve. And you have the person who's manipulating the bomb and using the computer has to describe what they're seeing. So the person reading the manual tells them what to do. It's really, really tense.
Oh yeah, the person on the computer can't look at the manual, and the person with the manual can't look at the screen. So it's our first few games, it was basically like over describing everything, and now it's like, yeah, it's got this and this. Okay, is this? Yeah. Bah, 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 bah. Cool.
Yeah, we get quite good at it. It's just the Morse code that's a bitch.
Yeah,
so there's a bit where it's flashing Morse code at you, and you have to relay what it's doing, but it's really hard because you'll be going short, long, short, no, short, no, long, long.
This is
no.
what Kyle does.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm just like, lights, fuck it, I'm done.
Boom. Oh, we all explode. Well,
yeah,
you
pretty much.
In your little room and died, and we're all fine.
Yeah.
On the other end of the phone, like, when it's going.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to play when baked as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it requires so much concentration and the ability to read and understand quickly. But I've also been like, what else did we play at the LAN? We did the Gone in 61 Minutes thing.
Yes, that was incredibly fun.
That was really good fun.
I don't know what that is. It's a sort of a game that you just play with in teams on Grand Theft Auto, where basically there's a list of various types of cars, and basically you have to go collect these cars and park them at a designated spot, and whoever's the most within the time limit wins. Or if you, by some magical miracle,
I'm not sure what I was doing there.
Collect all the cars before the time, obviously you win as well.
We got owned.
I won.
Oh yeah, you were on the other fucking team, you bastard.
Yeah. Like, I was on the team which I think had me.
Yeah, you were on the team that basically had hacks because you had Lloyd and he knows the map inside out.
As do I.
See, I don't know the GTA map. None of us did on our team.
No, whereas I go on the game and I just cruise about and learn the map.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I was just literally like, fuck it. And also I got sandbagged for like a large portion of that.
Oh yeah, because cops just kept fucking.
Yeah, like literally, I'd respawn and cops would just be like, shoot the motherfucker. It's like, Jesus Christ, it was ridiculous. It was like,
I can't. Oh man, I was so pissed off when I didn't manage to land the fighter jet. That was a beautiful catch. Because I was trying for so long. It was
so funny. It was so funny. I know because I was there with you. Remember, there was like a large portion of the time where both me and you were outside there, and I was just constantly being murdered by the police.
Yeah, and every so often I'd fuck you over.
Yeah.
Just to help them. And then I'd get the cops on me and they'd fuck me up. And then I was just like, just gonna go up here. Yes, I'm in the base.
Yeah, the amount of times, like, it was just bungalows died.
The first time I went in there, it was just like, put him in, shit a tank, boom. Go steal another fast car. Yeah. Jump into the base.
See, I didn't know where the jump was, so I tried to fly in.
There's two jumps you can get in on. One, you know where the tunnel goes underneath?
No.
Where you were getting fucked up by the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was. On that side of the tunnel, you get enough speed up. There's a slope next to it, which you can just get over the fence.
Oh, right, okay.
The Karuma Armoured does that very well.
Oh, nice.
But unfortunately, I didn't have that with me. I was just stealing cars and getting in, and that's also how I ended up with like fucking huge amounts of bounties on me. So I kept stealing random like NPC cars.
Yeah,
and every so often I'll put the bounty on you.
Yeah.
Or send mercs after you, and it's just like, oh shit.
I've never had mercs after me yet.
I've had mercs sent after me once, which was absolutely hilarious. Again, I was trying to get into the airbase before I bought the Hydra.
Okay.
And there was just some random on the server who just decided to send mercs after me.
Nice.
And I was just down on top of the tunnel and just like bam, 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 shooting anything that came near me. And I was like, Lord Neogear
switching up the vape
has killed all the mercs sent to kill him by so and so. Then that dude turned up and then just sniped me from long distance.
We did some other cool games. I mean, we've been playing a lot of Secret Hitler on tabletop sim. What else did we play while we were there? I'm trying to think.
We played what's the
god, the dudes in fucking those dudes we played with in fucking Guns of Icarus.
Guns of Icarus.
What twats! It's like, oh, we're just trying to help you. You know, you need to know about all the ammo. It's like,
nice
okay, just the thing. Don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick on the internet. If you're better than someone at a game, fine, be better than them. There is no need to be a complete fucking tool about it.
Yeah,
it's like we were baked.
The
we were there to
line
have
will
fun.
get you guys banned. But... Oh no.
Wow, you've just like taken 10% out of your all player base. Well done. You've got a player base of 175 concurrent users.
Yeah.
You ain't. Trying to get a game in that is just insane.
It's such a pain in the balls because the matchmaking doesn't work. Because the only people who still play it are those sort of people.
Yeah.
And,
dickheads.
Yeah, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, if we could get enough people so we could have 4 ships of our own, just do 2 on 2 that way.
I'm so pissed you can't do 1v1.
Yeah, it's all gay, but because the maps are so fucking big and 2 slow ass moving airships.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a cool concept for a game, though.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I think if we'd kept playing it when we first started, then we'd be those dickheads, but we wouldn't have the attitude to go with it. Yeah, we'd be trash talking other people on our TeamSpeak, but we wouldn't be doing it to their faces.
No, completely not. We have at least
that's
that.
just a dick move. It's like, fine, if you're going to trash talk. We do it occasionally on Rocket League. Because obviously you can do the
the emote
in-game chat as well. Yeah. Where you press down the either RB or RB, and that activates your mic for in-game.
I hate Rocket League.
So every so often you'll just be like down there and just like ripping the piss out of people. And they do it. People do it back as well. But
Well, Rocket League is just like born for that. It's complete fucking troll bait.
It's fun when you get the PlayStation player.
Oh god, you know they're bringing Xbox Live into it as well now. They're putting it on Xbox One, so you're gonna have the Xbox Live people to play against.
And they're more likely to be on headsets because, from what I've learned, PlayStation users tend not to use headsets.
Nope.
Xbox users tend to because they're all 12 and they've all had sex with my mum.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be hearing that a lot. But all they're going to be hearing back is just us just doing the random John Cena bits when we score goals against them.
Yeah, see, I know I should like Rocket League, but I suck at it and I don't have the time to put any fucking the game doesn't interest me enough to put in the time to get even remotely good at it. It's fun throwaway. I can play a few rounds and then I'm done. I do want to play some of the mutation shit because I've not tried any of that yet. But
some of it's really fun. Like we did one which is basically you're playing with a really heavy square ball, but with fast recharge and high power boost.
Oh, sweet.
It's absolutely insane because if you're just zooming around with boost on, you're like, whoop, oh god, I'm way out of the way now. And if you fly, you have low gravity on as well. You ain't coming down for days.
Yeah.
But
see, do you know what? I miss games with low grav mode. Like, Chivalry was great when you played low grav. So.
That was one of the really early lands we first discovered a low grav.
Yeah.
The server's like, low gravity. It's empty. Let's all go in here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
It was the best. It's so
the
much
lightsaber
fun.
Ones.
Oh, I just love it because it's got the music constantly going on. Yeah, it's so much fun. But yeah, it's like you used to get all kinds. Do you remember one of the best games that, and I think this is why it's so fondly remembered, is GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh yeah.
The sheer amount of different shit, the cheat codes that were in that big head mode, paintball Donkey Kong mode. Yeah, it was so fucking cool. Like more games need to have that shit in there, just random because some people. It's good to have that, like, yeah, okay, you can have that serious element of your game, but fucking hell, could you imagine if Battlefield 4, they put in fucking big head mode and low grav? Can you imagine low grav on Battlefield 4?
Oh my god.
It'd be so much fun, like...
You'd have a lot more people just using planes as kamikazes but jumping out.
Yeah, completely. It could be so much fun, though. Like, or, I don't know, like, a Dodgems thing. Like, change all the vehicles for comedy vehicles.
Imagine armor with low grav.
It'd be insane. It'd be impossible.
Yeah.
Armor's impossible. Like, we had such a good armor session the other
Legs
night.
broken.
Yeah, because armor would be a dick. It will give you low grav but keep fall damage.
Oh hell yeah! Sorry, you've just fallen the height of the second story window. You're dead.
Yeah. We had a really good armor session the other night, actually. There was me, Dave, Arda, Ian, and
Mark. I wasn't, unfortunately.
It might have been Mark, it might have been Sam. He might have been Sam, actually, as well. Yeah, Mark is... But either way, we just ended up getting to this badass firefight after firefight. It was fucking awesome. Like, really cool. played around with some. I played around with the basically Stinger missile.
Ooh.
Yeah, that thing's brutal. It leaves such a huge crater. I've got a new loadout.
I'm still impressed from the land when I managed to fly and land a fucking
yeah, that was quite
helicopter in that
impressive,
game.
man. That was a really good session, actually. Ian always does. Ian and Dave.
Completely forgot that a helicopter was there and that we might be able to get it, and I was like, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah, it was really, really good. In fact, like I say, Ian and Dave are really good Zeus's. And Sam, the one mission that I did with Sam's actually was really good fun as well. I enjoyed that.
Was that the Russians storming the American airbase?
Might have been.
I really, really wanted to play that one because that sounded really fun because it was like using nothing but Soviet weapons.
Yeah, well,
Russian weapons.
we were actually thinking about for one of the sessions we were talking about actually going up against the Americans as the Russians. Could be
That
quite
could be
interesting.
really fun.
Like Arda is now fully on, but all he's using is an AK.
Oh fuck yeah! He's been going on and on and on about getting an AK in that game. He's like been making do with the PKM.
Yeah,
But it's like,
well, no, he's really happy. I've been
No, it's
using.
I finally have my AK.
I've been using the MK200 and the. I tried the M14A carbine out.
See,
It's all right.
we had that on one of the previous mods. The M14 as the sniper rifle variant. Well, the marksman variant.
Yeah,
I was using that for a little while because that's actually a really nice rifle for sort of mid to long range. Not great on the top end long range, but for mid range like combat, the M14 was a brilliant rifle.
Yeah,
But now there's an absolute buku marksman rifle, and I've been running with that. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the new ones, and
I've not. I've still need to get. I like the thing that's caught me the most in the new weapons in the mods that we've got is the grenade launcher sidearm.
yeah, you were going mental with that.
It's great fun. It's great fun. Like I was using it in the last session as well, and it's so good to clear a building with.
Oh, man.
Just stand at the door. Pop.
When
Right, everyone runs out. You just mow the fuckers down. It's
I
great.
installed the mods at home, I've got to log in, check everything, go in straight to the Arsenal. It's like, ooh, SVD.
Yeah. Oh, the SVD was already in there, wasn't it?
No.
I'm sure it was because I've used that before.
Well, the Druganov.
Yeah.
I think it was in one of our earlier mod packs.
Okay.
Not the most recent, because that is a
Yeah,
lovely
it's
Russian-made
really
sniper
nice.
rifle.
Really nice sniper rifle.
And it's fucking beautiful. Got all that open woodwork. Oh.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's. Yeah, sorry, we're geeking out a little bit. There's always going to be talk of armor, I think, at the moment because we've just got our server back up and running, and we're playing a few more games. In fact, we're hopefully getting one on later on this week.
Dave was saying he's about tonight.
Oh, if he's doing one tonight, yeah, definitely. If I can sit at my computer long enough.
Yeah.
I think I should be able to. I've got lots of painkillers, so, you know. Fucking hate my back.
I hate your back too.
Yeah, I think everyone hates my back. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know your pain. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've got the prolapse disc in my neck, which fucks with my shoulder and arm. So my pins and needles start to come back on my thumb since I did physio.
Yeah, it's like my left leg, it just goes completely dead. Like I just get every time I walk. When it's really bad, it's like I'm walking onto a fucking sewing needle going up the length of my leg. Pop. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Warframe as well recently. You've not really gone into that much.
Played the first initial sort of level, I think. Looks like it could be good. Haven't properly.
It's
gone
time
into it,
sync.
but yeah.
It's basically kind of MMO-ish. Actually, do you know what I think? It's Diablo. It's space Diablo. It's all about the loot. It's all about farming for the fucking best mods and leveling up
Here's
your
a
loot.
chest, smash it open.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anything good? No, this is shit, I'll leave it.
It's like I just hit like mastery rank 5, which I've unlocked Tonkor. So I just bought the grenade launcher. It's really hard to use, but when you get it right, oh my god, it's so much fun. But yeah, so that's a great game, and it's free to play.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So the whole premise is it's kind of third-person hack and slash shooter, which is just so stylish. The combat is really well done. Like the parkour system just feels so fluid. The devs that work on this, you can tell they give a shit because it's a pure passion project for them. They're so pumped about it. It's like Arda was telling me about, like, when they release new guns, they do previews on their YouTube channel, and the guys are just like proper fanboying out for their own stuff. Which is like, it's great to see like passion and stuff like that though, because it shows the game is so much better for it.
Yeah, because when you get those sort of games companies which are like, here's a new thing, pay us for it.
Or, Ubisoft. We'll just make Assassin's Creed 99 bajillion thousand million. I fucking hate Ubisoft.
I own one of the Assassin's Creed games.
I own 3. Yeah. I own 2, Brotherhood and Black Flag.
I own Black Flag because it came free with my graphics card.
Yep.
And I have number 3 because I got a pirate of the game, and tried it and didn't like it, so removed it.
Yeah,
it was basically I've done that a few times where, like, my mate's got hold of a pirate copy of a game. I was going for his tugboat, and
yes, I am.
So it's like, I'll take a copy, give it a go. If I like it, I'll buy the game. Like the first of the Tomb Raider pre-release one that's.
I need to pick up the second one. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, the second one looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, the only reason I've held off is because I've heard some performance issues.
My manager, he bought that recently. He's running that on dual 980s.
Well, yeah, he's not going to have a performance issue.
Yeah, but I think he's only got the one 980. Yeah, he's only got the. No, he has got dual. But yeah, he was saying it's an absolutely amazing game. Considering he really liked the first of the prequels.
Yeah, so did I.
Which I got a pirated copy, gave it a go, liked it, bought the game. Skyrim did the same thing.
Yeah, I say I never got that into Skyrim. I'm. Do you know what? I hate to say it, but I'm kind of done with Bethesda RPGs. They all blur into one for me. Like, and I mean, like, you can like Fallout and Skyrim and Oblivion. Like, Oblivion's the standout, I think. Oblivion was great.
Yeah.
But I just find the rest to be kind of like, they just all run into one and they're just a bit meh.
Yeah, I really, really liked Skyrim.
Skyrim was a great world, but it was like fucking paper thin. Like, the thing that jarred me the most, right, is I worked my ass off to become the head of the mage college, and then everyone, like, you get that few moment where the village around everyone's like, oh, you're the, and then no one else acknowledges it again, ever. You have to go work your ass off like a nobody at the next fucking tribe that you want to be friends or whatever. It's just like,
Same there, it's like, you go in this one place, go anywhere, it's like,
fuck you, yeah, completely. And that bothers the crap out of me. It just jars me straight out of the realism. It's like, I get it, I know why it's got to be can you imagine trying to code that? It's got to be a ball ache, but...
Oh god, yeah, it's a big enough game as it is. To include something like that would just be like...
That's why for things like that, like, it's why I've always liked JRPGs. It's because of the tight narrative.
Yeah.
You have, like the good JRPGs, they give you a good world to explore, but it's generally you are on a very strict narrative track and it has a very, very strong narrative, whereas Skyrim doesn't really have a narrative at all. It's like...
There's a loose narrative, but there's far too many side missions.
It's just like this with the, like, to coin TB's phrase, it's kind of like open world game, the game, you know?
Yeah.
It's just open world. I get really obsessive about open world. I'm like, I need to go over there, but what if I miss over there? What if... And I end up getting so stressed out about it. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother.
That's why you can do multiple playthroughs and go do the different areas at various times. So on New Vegas, I've played that through several times, doing various different steps.
I did 2 playthroughs in New Vegas. I did one normal and then one with cheats and kill everyone. literally just kill everyone.
I have done that as well. That's always a fun one to do, where you just like, okay, put on the console, go in, TGM,
Yeah.
I think. Then, is it TP?
IDDM.
That one.
IDDM is the old Doom console for, I think it's IDDM is Infinite Ammo.
You got IDKFA, which is full ammo for.
Oh yeah,
for
sorry.
weapons.
Which is okay? I might be thinking I'm sure IDDM. IDDM.
Might be one, but there's also ID Clip.
ID clip is no clipping.
Yeah, which is 10.
Obviously ID God was God. Or was it just God?
That was ID God.
Yeah, it was ID God.
What's great in the latest, the Doom 3 game, if you put in the cheat code IDKFA, the only thing you get back is a message saying your memory serves you well.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just like,
I miss cheat codes in games.
yeah.
Again, I think it harks back to the similar
DLC.
kind. It harks back to the similar kind of thing we were saying about the crazy modes and FPSs and things like that.
Yeah.
It's all that kind of. All right, we've got the serious game, but we're also going to add the. Yeah, do what you like. I like that. I miss that. I miss fucking buying gaming magazines to get the cheat codes out of the back. Fucking like Genesis magazine or Mega Drive, Sega magazine. I had all the up, down, left, right, A, B, C, C, A, B, 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 C, 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 C. Start, select, left, right, up, down, down. All before the first Sega has finished, kind of thing.
Yeah. Or sitting there watching Games Master, waiting for some kid to ask the question for the game you've been playing. Is that?
Oh fuck, who was
Dear Games Patrick Moore.
Patrick Moore, yeah, fucking legend.
By Dominic Diamond, was it something like that?
Not Dustin Diamond.
Not Dustin Diamond.
I can't remember. It's been so many
Screech.
years since.
Also, the brother of one of the guys from Beastie Boys.
And has done porn.
Yes, and performed The Dirty Sanchez.
God, yeah. Ugh.
And he's in prison for pulling a knife on someone.
Is he? When did that happen?
A while ago.
Oh, it's so funny.
That is a fall from grace. It's like AC Slater, yeah, he might be on like Dancing with the Stars or whatever they call it in America. Dustin Diamond, done for pulling a knife out on someone.
That's really funny.
Where's the rest?
It's like, yeah, what happened to the rest of Saved by the Bell? I mean, I like the guy that played Zack.
He was in that lawyer thing.
And he was the best thing he's done is Dead Man on Campus. Have you seen that film?
No.
Oh, dude, you need to see Dead Man on Campus. It's one of the funniest black comedies of all. So the premise is him and this other guy, they're sharing a room on campus, and they're failing. They're going to fail. And they both can't fail, like, for various reasons.
Oh, it's the thing where they find out if one of your roommates died, you get an automatic pass.
Yeah.
Your roommate commit suicide.
Yeah, so they just keep moving in all the people that are most likely to kill themselves and trying to push them over the edge. Like, they get in a paranoid schizophrenic guy and they're constantly, like, dressing up in fucking radiation suits and hiding in the shower and shit. And then, it's so fucking good. It's genuinely one of my... I love that film.
The last who played Lisa Diamond, she was in How High.
Yeah.
The one who was AC Slater's girlfriend.
Kelly? No. Kelly was Zach's girlfriend,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
The other one.
Oh god, what's her name? She's fucking really famous, the girl that played Kelly. Shit. She did an FHM shoot and everything.
Did she?
Yeah! Oh, fucking Ruth remember, because Don't Scare Me Like That, You Scared Me. Me and Ruth were watching a made-for-TV movie with her in it. And there was a line where someone came up behind her, touched her on the back, and she turned around and went, "Don't scare me like that, you scared me." That was genuine dialogue.
Wow.
Like, wow.
Yeah, but the one who played AC Slater's, she got her tits out in Showgirls.
I'm just going to Google who she is, because... Sorry.
Didn't she?
Who?
The one who played AC Slater's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Got her norks out in Showgirls.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've not seen Showgirls.
Which is a horrible film. It's a bad film, and her tits are nothing to write home about. Shit. I said it.
Tiffany Thiessen. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, that's it.
Yeah, but she's no Jet from fucking Gladiator.
Random.
If we're talking about hot chicks from our childhood, Jet from Gladiator.
No, okay. Talking about like that kind of thing. Actually, have you seen any of the new X-Files?
No, but Gillian Anderson is still fucking hot.
Oh my god, Gillian Anderson's like she looks better. Like she talk about fucking getting better with age, and I never knew until she was on Top Gear that she's British. She was born here, motherfucker.
Yeah,
she's one of ours. But no, the new X-Files is really good. Really, it's like I just watched the third episode, and they're doing the Monster of the Week one, and it's a comedy episode as well. It's so fucking funny. Like they can't, I think they must be going for we're gonna do a bit of everything that made the X-Files great to remind you how great the X-Files was. Because if this does well, they're gonna renew it for like a full season.
That'd be awesome.
I'd love it. I mean, the X-Files, I have the full every single fucking episode and all the films on like DVD box set collector's edition thing. It's a proper. Yeah. It's one of the few like. It's like my mum loves the X-Files, so I remember watching that as it like. Wasn't allowed to stay up to watch it because I was too young. But my mum would tape it every Tuesday, and we'd watch it when I got home on the Wednesday, after school and work. And I fucking love that. David Duchovny is a dude. Gillian Anderson was fucking amazing.
And a babe.
Yeah, completely.
Swing. Again, go from 90s references here.
Oh
it's
man,
babe.
Because what was it she was in? She did watched something with her in not long ago, and I can't remember what it was. But she did a show that was on 5 as well, where she was it was set in the UK, I think, and she played a UK police officer. She played a UK cop who was tracking down a serial killer or something. It was supposed The Fall. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good, like really hard hitting drama. But she's just fucking cool, fucking actress. Really cool actress. Like, yeah.
Still would.
Yeah, completely.
So it's amazing how like there's occasionally there's people you see like from childhood, you remember like you're. Yeah. Now you look at him now like, whoa.
David Duchovny's not aged as well. I mean, he's still got like David Duchovny has this lazy charm about him that. Like, I can see why people find him appealing, because he just got that throwaway, I don't care, but I'm...
Yeah.
But I suppose that kind of works to his... I don't know if it'd be his advantage or a disadvantage as a sex addict. Because that's what, he was, a full-on sex addict. She was married to Tia Leone as well, at some point, I think. But in fact, I'm pretty sure, because during season... It's after season 3 or 4 of the X-Files, you'll notice... Oh, it might have been just after the movie, actually. Either way, at some point in the X-Files, you'll notice the scenes and the set pieces all change from being kind of Oregon way and that area of the States to being all more... I don't know if it'd be East or West Coast, I'm not going to try. We know where I go with East and West.
Yeah.
More kind of LA. Is LA on the West Coast? I think it is, actually.
West Coast.
Yeah. So it goes out to the West Coast, and it's because they moved studios because David Duchovny wanted to spend more time with his wife and family. I think I'm right, and they might have done more in Canada as well.
Canada,
But it's one of the things I loved about the early X-Files was the setting of Oregon. It just works for the show so well. It's really moody, all the big forests.
Yeah.
It's the home of the Bigfoot sightings and stuff. It's great.
Bigfoot.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of been what I've been. One thing I'll say though is quite funny. Matt. Now his brother watched the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
This year's Royal Rumble.
Oh god, was it really, really, really bad?
Trips is champ. Okay, so the X-Files is back on TV. Triple H is champion. It's the 90s. Yeah, it's because like literally everyone.
He runs the fucking show.
Everyone's fucking out. Well, he runs NXT. Everyone is out with injury. Like, literally, all their main storylines got fucking taken out.
Yeah, he runs just NXT. He has nothing to do with the running of any of the other business.
No, he genuinely doesn't. Like, there's been some stuff that's been going on, and it's really clear, actually, how little influence he has over the main stuff. He's in the creative team, but the creative team is huge. And I think he has sole creative control over NXT, but not as much input as you'd think. So I actually doubt
a lot more input into WWE than.
Oh, I mean, he's got input. I'm not denying that, but I think Vince is still very much what Vince says goes.
Well, yeah, but.
I honestly doubt. Well, actually, probably. I don't think it would have been his initial idea to be made champion, but I don't think he would have pushed against it too hard either.
No. As we all know, Vince McMahon is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, man's batshit insane. The guy, like, is just on such another level. Like, one of my favourite funny stories is actually Trips, Stephanie, Linda, and Vince are at one of their many fucking holiday homes, and they're playing a game of pool, doubles.
Yeah.
Trips and Steph versus Linda and Vince, and it starts off as just a fun game, but then inevitably Vince starts taking it really seriously, and it's like, and ends up they lose to Trips and Stephanie, and later on in the evening, Steph and Trips start singing something like "We are the champions" over the intercom to them, the intercom in their house. Fucking rich bastards. But yeah, I started singing that over, and they can literally hear Vince like shouting and like banging things at the top from the other side of the house because he's so pissed off and angry. It's like the guy is just on another level, man. He's just completely insane. Yeah, it's so funny. But we're just coming up to the Royal Rumble? No, we've coming up to Armageddon. So we've just had Survivor Series 99. This is the constant rewatching of classic Attitude Era Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views on the network. But yeah, we just came up to Armageddon, coming up to Armageddon. In fact, that is the next thing that we've got to watch is Armageddon. Actually no, there's an episode of SmackDown. One episode of SmackDown, then we're into Armageddon. It should be good fun. Stone Cold out now till he comes back in like 2001 with his like big fucking neck injury shit, which ultimately is the ending of his career.
Yeah.
But Jeff and Matt are getting a bit more of a push. Big Show's randomly champion and they seem not to give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like literally they made Big Show champion. It was this really big like wow, and then they just put him out consistently at the middle of the card. Every week on Raw, it's like mid-fucking episode. Yeah, Big Show defends his title against Hardcore Holly. Big Show defends his title against Viscera. Big Show, we don't give a fuck. And it's like, wow. You just like, here you go. You can have that for a while. Now go play in the corner.
Like, fine, here's your championship, but you're not going to be a main card event. You're undercard.
It's like the only feud. I think it was just bad timing because the only feud that was really going with him at the moment is the Big Show. Big Show with the Boss Man.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Boss Man stole Big Show's father's corpse and got his mum to say that he's illegitimate on TV. Because who cares if you're illegitimate? Oh, they had me out of wedlock. Like, sorry, I didn't realise it was still the 1950s and that was actually something. It's really. Just one of the worst stories.
Had some really like the killing and making Al Snow eat his dog.
It's really distasteful. It's really bad. It's like, and the thing is, all accounts, actually, Boss Man outside is a nice guy. So it's like Naomi told me about this. When him and Terry Runnels retired, the two of them just as friends packed up and went traveling around the world together. It's like wow, it's really cool. Awesome. So yeah, I wonder. It's like it's got to be quite hard getting those kind of storylines all the time as well. But yeah, it's wrestling. It's wrestling.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like in terms of the storyline aspect. I think there's some there's some better technical wrestling that happens now,
Yeah.
but storyline aspect is terrible these days.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't necessarily blame TVPG. That was
Well, it's not just it's not even that the PG thing that's killing it. It's the fact that because they're a publicly traded company and they have so many investors. Like Naomi was telling me this yesterday, in fact. Whereas the scripts back then. So this is one of the things. One of the scripts back in the Attitude Era were sometimes, or the plot lines were sometimes written years in advance.
Wow.
Now they're sometimes changing stuff on the night. Also, back in the Attitude Era, like when you were told to cut a promo, you were basically given bullet points of these are the things you need to mention, but everything else was freestyle. Now, because they've got so many investors and they have to be so careful about what they say, everything is scripted, like to the word. Scripted, and that I think that comes across really heavily because the whole thing about the Attitude Era was the slight unpredictability. I nearly said unpredictality.
Well,
which is not a fucking word.
It's not a word.
Yeah, well, so it's that was one of the cool things about it was that unpredictability. Now I know you can't have maybe the kind of the sweary, violent edge of that, but you can still have unpredictable without pissing off your investors.
Yeah.
And I think the storyline element's lacking massively. Although one good sign is that AJ Styles debuted at WWE.
Oh, awesome.
The Rumble, and they gave him a good showing, and it seems to be that they're actually giving him a bit of recognition and a bit of a push, which is really good. Because AJ
piss off
is
CM Punk, though.
Probably, but most things do.
Well, yeah.
But AJ is a legit fucking talent, and I'm really glad that it looks like they're not just going to quash him, because it'd be such a crime to waste someone like him. Because, I mean, he's like the darling of the indie scene. He's so fucking cool. And, like, he's done so well on the indie scene, and he's got such a entertaining style of wrestling. Really technical, yet can do the kind of high-risk, hardy type stuff as well. It's, really cool. Yeah, so
I think we should probably have a break.
Yeah, I'm thinking we've been rambling on for a little bit now, so we're gonna take a little break and then we'll come back and round off this morning. It's been a bit weird. Like it's been odd doing the morning thing. It's felt like I don't know. We'll have to see what people think and
I feel very awake.
Yeah, this is it. I feel very, very awake and very alert, so it's kind of like a little bit more conscious.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be discussing.
No.
Maybe, actually, I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about cats, because I got a new cat.
Yeah, we'll talk about cats.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, cats. Meow, meow. So much shit out. And we're back.
Welcome back.
So, we're just going to kind of come back and thought we'd wrap up, discuss a bit about what we want to do next week or next couple of weeks, whatever, for the next episode. Yeah. I think we should definitely give Mark a shout and see if he's down, because that'd be quite cool.
Someone else on?
Yeah, definitely. I think we probably are gonna. I think we have like reviewing some of the audio. There's still a bit of fine tuning I think we need to do with the audio around this. I think I need to kind of learn to talk a little bit quieter, a little bit more direct, kind of towards how I was towards the end of the last podcast. I think kind of this more somber tone. Well, it's work in progress.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a lot of time to take out a lifetime of you being loud.
Yeah, this is the thing. Well, I can fix a lot in post. Yeah, but
joys of post.
Yeah, I'm saying
Can you make me sound less posh in post?
No.
Oh, bollocks.
There isn't a scouse filter.
All sounds fucking scouse. No offence. But
I like that, mate. Alright, so this week on the Rambling Vapers, we're gonna go down to the Mersey.
No,
And
keep doing it.
we're gonna have a lesbian. We're gonna have a lesbian. We're gonna have a lesbian kiss and bury your body under Corkill's. No, I'm done. So yeah, Bungle tried to walk out.
Don't.
Calm down.
Shut up. No offense to it, but it's just such an abrasive accent.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a mate works at. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll give you. It's not. It's better than Brummy.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much. Again, no offense. Sure, you're all lovely people. Just the voice, the accent, great.
Yeah.
On me, because I sound horrifically posh, and I'd probably great on other people because I sound so bloody posh.
But yeah, so like I was saying before the break, I recently brought home a new cat. Her name's Yuki, after Yuki from Yuki Nagato from Hurry, because as before mentioned, big fan. And she's she's cute as a ball.
And he
It's
claims
quite
not
funny
to be
last
an otaku. I'm not otaku.
It's quite funny last night. I was telling you about it earlier. So we were watching TV and Naomi was changing the channel, and she just saw the mouse move across the TV, and like a bolt of lightning, she was just there, kind of like jumping over the TV, just chasing the mouse about. It's gonna be hours of fun. Cats are fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
I was never a cat person before Fergus though. And of all the cats to turn you, that's amazing. So like we recently had to have our last cat put down, bless him. He wasn't a cat. He was a gremlin.
No, I don't think he's like a grumpy old man trapped inside of a cat's body.
A grumpy old gremlin. I don't know. He was unique. He was one of a kind. And I don't think there'll never be another Fergus.
Definitely not. No.
He was.
Dude, he guided me through a heavy DMT trip. That's all I can say. I was having quite a heavy trip, and then as it's all getting better, I can just hear him purring in the background. It's like, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, he was cool, man. So yeah, we were saying about with the podcast, like where we're gonna go with it. We definitely liked having the dynamic of having,
Yeah, definitely.
It was definitely good fun. I think we tried again to do some bullet points again, and they just kind of fell by the wayside again. I think like like we were saying earlier, the early start of that is a little bit odd. Yeah, it's.
I think I prefer the evening ones because it's
a bit more chilled. Yeah, a bit more chilled.
It's both a bit like, I've had a couple of cups of coffee, some energy drinks this morning.
Yeah, I've had some energy drinks and that. So yeah, I think the evening wind down is definitely a bit more of a chill feel. Yeah. It's like, you've nothing to do. It's like, right, we do the podcast and then we're just going to chill out. Whereas today, it's like, we do the podcast and then
I've got to pick my other half up.
We've just got generally the rest of the day to deal with, which is rub your hands in the air.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
Yeah, so we may. I think it's like, again, it's our schedules. We need to kind of fit things in around there.
Yeah, so it's going to be a random thing where sometimes there'll be ones like this during the daytime where it is a little bit more manic.
Yeah.
Because we'd literally like roll out of bed, do a couple of things, podcast.
Yeah.
Whereas the evening ones,
we didn't we kind of came in with this one with like. We're just going to shoot the shit for a bit. It's...
Hell, we always do.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think normally there's some real clear... Even though it takes us a while to get there and we do meander off down the road a piece, I think there is some kind of semblance of an objective there.
Yeah.
Or at least we find our way to big sticking points of conversation. Where, especially like with the one with Ian, we got some really good.
Yeah, we actually had proper conversations.
From what you could hear after it.
Things.
Yeah, it was good. I think that's. It's the worry of treading old ground too often as well.
Yeah,
it's like there are things, like you say, we talk about armor a lot, and we talk about generally gaming, and like there is always going to be vape talk. There's always going to be talk about like kind of what I've been vaping, what Bungle's been vaping. And generally what we've been up to in that, because that's kind of one of the anchor points for the entire podcast, if you like, I suppose. But going forward, I think we're gonna play around. We're gonna play around, see what works, and just generally have fun with it. I think.
Throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, pretty much. It's my approach to taking painkillers. Throw them at me, whatever sticks. It's the right dose. I think that's the other thing as well. Is like the first couple of bits of this podcast, I was quite on codeine, so that was quite interesting to do.
No, you just had joints.
Yeah, a bit more chill. I've had some food as well because I took all that fucking painkillers on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I think
but also, the thing about marijuana, it is anti-inflammatory as well.
So. Well, yeah, this is why it's good for my back. It's got many good points, actually.
Many.
Yeah.
Damn you, government, keeping it illegal.
But yeah, so I don't know when the next one will be up. And also, like, I don't know if I'll stick with this whole border around the screen thing. Like, we can't see it now because I'm going to put it in post. But at the moment, it's just like I can see, like, where I'm monitored, I can see a
black box.
Yeah, I'm just moving my arm around like a crazy person.
You are.
Well, anyway, yeah, so we're going to fuck around with doing that, see if that improves the video somewhat, and generally try and be more professional, but...
That's never going to happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was kind of like a short, brief... This is kind of these were kind of the lengths that we thought... Well, very much so. Very much so indeed. No, these were the lengths that we thought we were kind of going to punt for originally.
Yeah.
A little bit more concise, but it never kind of panned out that way. And I think that's partially the late night thing.
Yeah, the late night thing, it opens up because we can get on for longer. Whereas here, I'm very conscious of the time because I've got to go pick my other half up from work in half an hour. So
life.
That's life.
That's life. So yeah, we are going to actually kind of bring this one to a close. We just kind of wanted to come back and kind of, again, I think this last segment is always going to be kind of our thoughts on the podcast and where we're aiming to go until we kind of hit that plateau where we have like a set format and we're a bit more organised while we're still kind of feeling things out. I think this is going to just be like a good part to discuss it. And if you guys out there are watching this and you have got feedback and comments on that, please do, because we're really interested to see what people think. And
it's just gonna be like, oh, you're a bunch of fucking wankers.
Yeah, obviously there'll be shit that we have to, fine, whatever. But if there's one decent kind of bit of constructive feedback in there for every 10 you're a wanker. And I'm being really kind of like, oh, we're actually going to get that many people watching it at all, but not just watching the audio as well.
Yeah.
We have an email account, ramblingvapers@gmail.com. Feel free to email us in and whatnot. In fact, actually, tell you what, this will be the test. First 5 people that email into. In fact, if anyone does email, I'm going to draw 5 people. The 5 people we thought gave best feedback, and they'll each get a free bottle of my homemade juice.
Yeah, not his man juice.
No, my e-juice. I'll give you a choice of like 3 of the flavours that I do, and you can pick one, and I'll send you a 30ml.
Yeah.
Gratis. That's a little giveaway incentive to give us some constructive feedback. It's not much, and I'll give you a list of like 3 or 4 flavors, some of the ones that I know, are kind of perfected and I'm really happy with, and you can pick which one you want out of that. Most of my juices are 70-30 blends with a few 80-20s, and that's VG, high VG, just because PG hits me in the back of the throat a bit. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so thanks for tuning in, if you did, and we'll be back again in indeterminate length of time for an undisclosed length of time to talk.
Definitely not going to be next weekend because I'm going to go see Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, of course. Fucking
Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, we should talk to Mark, see when he's available. That'd be quite cool.
Or Dave.
Yeah. Like, we're going to bring on a lot of our friends.
Because they're the only people we know.
Yeah.
We don't know anyone that's so famous. Oh, you want to come on our podcast? We don't know anyone.
I'm trying to think if I do know anyone vaguely famous.
No.
No. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I'll tidy this up and post. It should be up in the next day or two. So I've got Monday, Tuesday off work, and I guess we'll be back for another waffle session.
Waffles, yum.
Yeah, back for another waffle session. Maybe soon-ish, some point. Yeah. Right. Anyway, as usual, strength and honour.
Stay strafe.
Stay strafe and don't go east.
Never go east.